In the shadow of medieval Europe's great powers, a kingdom rose, unseen by many, yet pivotal to the fate of a people. This was Ruthenia, the first true Ukrainian nation, a land of golden domes and iron-willed rulers, where the echoes of Kyiv's grandeur still lingered long after the Viking Age. Here, between the carving knives of empires, a distinct identity took root: Slavic, Orthodox, and fiercely independent. But history would not be kind. From the blood-soaked fields of the Mongol onslaught to the political chessboard of Poland and Lithuania, Ruthenia's story is one of resilience against annihilation. This is the tale of a kingdom that refused to vanish, even as the world tried to erase its name. The origins of Ruthenia trace back to the fragmentation of Kyivan Rus, the medieval state that had once stretched from the Baltic to the Black Sea. By the 13th century, the Mongol invasion shattered this empire, leaving its western principalities, Halych and Volhynia, to forge a new path. In 1253, Prince Danylo of Halych, a shrewd diplomat and warrior, secured a crown from Pope Innocent Roman IV, becoming the only king of Ruthenia. Though his reign was brief, it marked a turning point, a recognition of Ruthenia as a sovereign Christian kingdom in the heart of Europe. Danylo's realm was a crossroads of cultures. To the west, the Catholic kingdom of Poland and the Teutonic Knights loomed. To the east, the Golden Horde demanded tribute. Yet Ruthenia endured, its rulers navigating these pressures with a mix of military prowess and strategic marriages. Kingdom strength lay in its cities: Lviv, Peremyshl, Volodymyr, centers of trade, orthodoxy, and Slavic scholarship. Here, the Ruthenian language, a precursor to modern Ukrainian, flourished in chronicles and legal codes, distinct from the Russian north or the Polish west. The 14th century brought a new challenge: the rise of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. In 1340, the Polish King Casimir III launched a campaign to absorb Ruthenia, seizing Halych and Lviv. The Ruthenian nobility, divided between loyalty to their heritage and the allure of Polish power, found themselves at a crossroads. Some, like the powerful Ostrozhsky family, resisted, clinging to orthodoxy and Ruthenian autonomy. Others swore fealty to Warsaw, beginning a slow cultural erosion. Yet Ruthenia's spirit persisted. In 1385, the Union of Krewo tied Lithuania to Poland, but the Ruthenian lands retained their identity under the Lithuanian Grand Dukes. The 15th century saw a renaissance of Ruthenian culture: the first printed books in Cyrillic, the rise of the Ruthenian Church under the Metropolitan of Kyiv, and the codification of laws in the *Sudebnik* of Casimir IV. Even as Polish influence grew, the nobility of Ruthenia, now part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, fought to preserve their language and faith. The turning point came in 1569. The Union of Lublin merged Poland and Lithuania into a single state, and Ruthenia was divided, its western lands absorbed into Poland, its eastern territories remaining under Lithuanian rule. The Polish szlachta, nobility, began a systematic campaign of Polonization, pressuring the Ruthenian elite to adopt Latin script, Catholic faith, and Polish customs. Yet resistance simmered. In 1596, the Union of Brest split the Ruthenian Church, creating the Uniate Church loyal to Rome while preserving Orthodox rites, a compromise that only deepened divisions. By the 17th century, Ruthenia was a land under siege. Cossack uprisings, led by figures like Bohdan Khmelnytsky, were as much a rebellion against Polish domination as they were a fight for Ruthenian, Ukrainian identity. The 1648 Khmelnytsky uprising, though often framed as a Cossack revolt, was rooted in the grievances of the Ruthenian peasantry and nobility, who saw their rights and culture systematically dismantled. The Treaty of Pereyaslav in 1654, which placed Ruthenia under the protection of the Tsardom of Russia, marked the beginning of the end for Ruthenia as an independent political entity. Yet its legacy endured in the people who still called themselves Ruthenians, *Rutheni*, a name that would evolve into the modern Ukrainian identity. Ruthenia's story is one of survival against the tide of history. A kingdom that rose from the ashes of Kyivan Rus, it was carved apart by empires, its name erased from maps, its people scattered. Yet in the stubborn resilience of its language, the defiance of its faith, and the unbroken line of its descendants, Ruthenia lives on. It was the first Ukrainian nation, not in the modern sense, but in the unyielding spirit of a people who refused to be absorbed. Today, as Ukraine fights once more for its existence, the memory of Ruthenia reminds us, some nations are not built in a day, but forged across centuries of fire and forgetfulness.